Hey, how you doing everybody? My name is Cherryboy and welcome to Season of 12 Colors! Message on the paper plane, everybody. A game that I bought a long time ago that I've been meaning to play and I finally got around to playing it. So, let us go everybody, let us go, let us play, let's start. New game! Prologue, or system, we'll go Prologue. Also, I think, since this is more of a chill game, we're going to be playing with the microphone a bit closer to us. You know, to give us, sorry you might going to hear some noise, to give off a bit more of an intimate experience. Alright. The way it was, just like it is now, on a bright, bright summer day. And that's a promise, right? The girl in the white dress asked. Sunny sky, a paper plane slid across it, riding on blue waves, winds. Whoa. Season of 12 Colors, message on the paper plane. Alright. For summer vacation, I had come to my uncle's house in the country. Life here was so much easier. With the high school entrance exams finished, it was like a huge burden had been lifted away all of a sudden. Holidays, long as a dream, free of homework, couldn't get much more blissful. You see, I stretched out and lay down on the grass, putting myself in the most comfortable position possible. Then again, there was a downside. It wasn't exactly thrilling to be here. There's not much to do. No access to internet or computers, only a handful of channels available on the TV. Welcome to the countryside. And all those 5, 6, 7-year-olds in the neighborhood, how am I supposed to play with them? That was how I ended up rolling around on the grass, the soft grass and its scent rubbed against my cheeks and ears, feeling tickly and cool. Sigh, I didn't feel like getting up. Sunbeams streamed through the branches and leaves. Everything was draped in sunshine. It suddenly didn't seem like a bad idea to sleep away the whole summer like this. Even the wind smelled fresh and nice. And then the sun was blocked. I was cast into shade. When I opened my eyes, I saw before me a wide-brimmed straw hat, a pair of big, big eyes. Hello, by the way, yeah. CG, everybody! CG, hello there. Looking down at me with a great interest, it was a young girl in a white dress. Hello. Nice to see you again. Nani? What's going on? Flashback? To be continued. Okay. That was pretty... okay. Chapter 1, there we go! The sun had been exceptionally bright that summer. It was just before the hottest hour of noon. I was relaxing under a tree, trying to enjoy the cool shade for a moment. That was how I met the girl. Yet there was more to it. Had I met her somewhere else before? Nani? CG, like the art. Sorry about the clap. Ooh, light rays, god rays! Nice. And what was her name? Name's Jasmine. Jasmine? Jasmine. Wide-brimmed straw hat, pure white dress, in the beautiful summertime sunshine. The girl smiled when she told me her name. Now I could recall it. I did meet her, last time when I came to my uncle's house. Her name was Jasmine. She was a girl living in the neighborhood, about the same age as me. I see. Finally, you do remember me now, don't you? Her voice was full of glee. So waifu! Such a long, long time since then. She wandered around and danced like steps, turning a bit in circles. But there was still something. It seemed to me that she had hardly changed at all after these years. Or wait, did she even grow shorter? I made fun of her for this. That's total nonsense. Jasmine pouted and sobbed lightly. I tried my best to grow taller. How could you say that? And then she added, just because you're a boy doesn't mean you have the right to grow this tall. I had to admit, I was a bit too tall for my own good. The year I entered junior high, I had reached 175 centimeters. Now I guess I was well over 180. Back then I was one reaching for what everyone else couldn't. Wait, what was that? Something emerged in a flash and faded away. Come, let's play together. Jasmine skipped in front of me and looked up. Excuse me? How old were you? The way her eyes lit up with the word play made her look like a very, very young child. I was not really one to judge, though. But talking of together, was there anyone else here that could play with us? I asked her. No one really. It had always been just the two of us. Those huge eyes flickered as she answered my question. So my memory tricked me, yet I still felt like there had been someone. A child, a little younger than both of us. Nani? Jasmine jumped with a start. She grabbed my hands hastily, and then before I could protest, I was dragged into a bush. Hold up, timing. Sorry. Hey, what's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? I almost shouted out loud, but Jasmine had put a finger against her lips, shaking her head, gesturing me to keep quiet. Shh. What's going on? Clueless, I looked in the direction she was looking. There was no tigers or bears that happened to walk by, not even agricultural trackers. Just a bunch of kids, 7, 8 years old, chattering. They ran off. The kids went out of sight. The girl beside me let out a sigh in great relief. Hey, don't tell me you had to hide from them. Just a bunch of kids? Yes. Jasmine came back out on her hands and knees. She looked a bit embarrassed, placing her hand on her straw hat to keep it from falling. What do you mean, yes? Had she not been such a little girl, I would have flicked off. Had she not been such a little girl, I would have flicked her on the forehead. How come she got so scared by kids so much younger than herself? I couldn't believe it. I'm sorry. Jasmine apologized timidly. I just can't get used to crowded places. She still glances at me. Her voice trailed off. Sigh. I put down my hand. How old are you again? And even for those kids, simply making friends with them would be fine. It would have been so easy. Hey. Jasmine kept silent while she listened to my preaching. Only after I finished, she spoke, almost in a whisper. Hey. Friends? Her head lifted. I only had one friend. She smiled softly, a faint blush coloring her cheeks. Whoa. To be continued. Moving on. Alrighty then. Chapter 2. How many chapters are we gonna go for? I have no idea. A summer day, just like it always had been. The sun was so bright, cicadas wouldn't stop singing. Ah, yes. Ooh. I hurried home to finish my lunch, and then had run back here in a rush. Just ask me whose fault it was. Come here. The girl waving at me, her name was Jasmine. She lived nearby and was about the same age as me. Without many other friends to play with, she usually just followed me around. Even on such a scorchingly hot summer's noon, there was no exception. And so, the drowsiness started to sink in after I had lunch. All I wanted was to take a nap. And so, by the way, had it not been for her saying, "You have to come, I have something nice to show you," there's no way I would have come out under this blazing sun, as if I had nothing better to do. I did wish she would tell me how much farther we had to walk, though. For some reason, the scenery felt completely unchanged to me. Were we just going around and round in circles? Jasmine looked back at me and smiled. She had been leading us around in the woods, skipping and ducking to get through. Is this picking up? Yeah. We're almost there. Alrighty. The moment her words reached me, the view expanded before us. Whoa! I never knew there was a place like this within the woods. The air was filled with the sweet scent of wildflowers and grass, a wide clearing. The sky was merely a circle surrounded by a growth of trees, covering everything like a dome. And just like in the fairy tales, in the middle of the clearing, there stood a little wood house. Right here. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know how to get rid of that. Jasmine turned around. This is my secret base. Her face brightened up as she introduced me to her great treasure. Wow. First of all, she had found this place. For this, I had given her credit. Having come into the woods quite a few times, I didn't even know it existed. And then... Nani? Couldn't help but wonder what the girl was doing in there. It's too messy inside. I need to clean it up. She dived into the house. Then there came the suspicious noises. Anything wrong? You need help? Just what is this all about? Sorry about that. A loud clatter. First the straw hat, then the girl. All fell out together with a huge pile of books, snow crashing out the door. Hey, are you okay? Oh, not again. She dug her way out of the mountain of books and dusted her straw hat before putting it back on. Jasmine seemed so innocent when she looked up at me.
Also, today's manga is Teasing Master Takagi-san, Volume 1. Okay, sorry.
But I had to ask, just what were these beautifully bound hardcover bricks of books with gibberish written all over them? Those are Dad's books, she told me. We didn't have enough space at home, so we just moved them here. Oh, now I understand. Judging from the volumes we have here, I really look forward to visiting the inside of the house. Grumbling to myself, I had no choice but to help Jasmine pick up the books. They were all over the place. Hey, where should these go? Just put them in the corner, over there. Okay. I had to watch my step in the narrow space, hugging the pile of books. Books filled the house, all the way up to the ceiling. Between the stacks of books, there was barely room to walk, if I hadn't been careful. Thinking about what just happened to Jasmine, I couldn't help but shiver. After a prolonged struggle, we managed to almost finish putting all the books back into order. Now, let's see what's left. Let me put these inside. Oh, those are fine. You can just leave them there. Jasmine smiled and took them. Those are my books. Oh, you do read. How surprising. I stared at her dorky face. Well, of course I read. Will you please stop making a fool of others? Jasmine pouted and protested. Sure, I brushed her off. Sitting on the wooden doorsteps, I grabbed a book to fan myself. Alright. Hey, I really did read them. What about this one? She sat down heavily beside me and brought with her a thick book.
Yeah, that's pretty thick.
That's really something, really. By the way, it was a book of fairy tales for kids.
Oh, wait, okay. I think I got something like that. Hold on.
Oh, wait, hold on. I do. Hold on, I do. I really do. Let me find it. Oh my god. Yes, here it is.
This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm coming back. Okay, come back. Alright. Hopefully I'm in sync. Grimm's Fairy Tales. Perfect book. Okay.
Alright. That's really something, really. By the way, it was a book of fairy tales for kids. Yes, so? When I opened up the book, Jasmine leaned in closer.
Alright then. Rapunzel, nice.
These stories are wonderful. I get it, so you're a kid. Like, that's new. But you're getting a bit too close. It's getting hot. Let's see. We have here Mr. Rabbit, Miss Duck, and Aunt Goose, and... Halfway into her enthusiastic talk, Jasmine paused. Her eyes widened, her head tilted. What were those torn edges? The page looked as if it had been out by rats. The page looked as if it had been bit out by rats. Oh, it's... When I was little, I tore off a piece of paper from the page to make a paper plane. Could be something like that. She scratched her head. Didn't look very guilty, though. You know what? Mr. Rabbit will cry a river over this. I made a semi-serious face and with great pity inspected the rat's work. You know, Mr. Rabbit would be really sad by this, whatever I just said. You're right. She seemed to be thinking... You're right. She seemed to be thinking about it. Please accept my apologies, Mr. Rabbit. Wait, was she serious? There. Wait, was she... sorry. Wait, was she serious? Seriously apologizing over this? What can I do for you? Hey, I was just kidding. Don't look like you're... Hey, I was just kidding. Don't look like you're about to get into that book. Alright, I got it. I swiftly snatched the book from her hands. Wah! Got it. The girl was left gasping at air for a split second. Hey, how about this? I stood up, giving her a mischievous idea. I stood up, having mischievous ideas. Huh? Jasmine looked at me, puzzled. Let's tear it all up. What do you think? I was like I was really about to tear apart the book. No, please! My words finally registered. Jasmine jumped with a start. You can't do that. Besides, why would you want to do something like that? Why would you want to do something like that? Jasmine was desperate to get the book back. Unfortunately, even if she extended her arm, it was still shorter than mine. There was no way she could reach the book I had been holding over my head. Oh, you ask why I was doing this? I haven't decided that yet. It was more just a little prank, but it was so much fun messing around with her, I couldn't help but want to play bad guy some more. Look. Damn it. Look, hiding the book behind me, I started to invent random excuses. You see, Mr. Rabbit was on that plane, right? I turned in circles, Jasmine followed around. So, you know what? Wouldn't it be a great idea to make the rest of the book into paper planes as well? Miss Duck, Aunt Goose, whoever that way they could all meet with Mr. Rabbit again. I held the book high up above my head. Yeah. Hey. Wow, she jumped up to reach the book in my hand. Jasmine practically threw herself at me. No! Fallen! I tried to dodge, but it was too late. That was a miscalculation. The young girl got me. Well, I had only myself to blame. I asked myself if I was going too far with this prank. At the same time, just when I was about to get up, the sounds of our foreheads touching, her skin felt cool. I opened my eyes. We were so close, our noses were almost touching. Jasmine bounced away. Sorry. Hugging the book, she apologized in a fluster. Sorry. Come to think of it, I was the one that needed to examine my faults. My heart was beating unreasonably fast. I got up from the grass, trying to ignore it. But, you know... She held the book tightly, as if afraid I would take it away again. You just don't tear books. Do you know that? She said. That's not what I expected to hear from someone who bit it like a rat. There was no rat. There was no rat. Her puffed out cheeks were so much fun to look at. It was just, when I was little, I was... Her voice became smaller. Too naughty, that's all. In the glow of the setting sun, the girl blushed apologetically. Whatever you say, though. It's just not right to tear books. Okie dokie, I promised her. I was starting to think that it must be close to dinner time. Uncle must be waiting for me. If you really would like to make a paper plane. She looked very serious when she said this, emphasizing each word. If you really would like to make a paper plane, you could use other paper. Of course, she was right. It's time for me to go. You should go home as well. When I said this. In the light of the setting sun, there was a look in her face. It only lasted for a very brief moment. Then, after that, she gave me a big smile. See you tomorrow, Mr. Rabbit. I answered with see you and stepped onto the pathway. Wait, since when did I become Mr. Rabbit? To be continued. Okay, chapter 3. Interesting. System. Hold on, guys. Save. I don't know how much more of the game there is, really. Okay. Oh, title. Can I title it? Title? Oh, well, that's my... Oh, okay. I don't know how much of the game there is. On the Steam page, it said there was 4 short stories, I think. I don't know if this is... I don't know if these are the 4 short stories, or if they're like individual stories. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, but yeah, if there's 2 more chapters, I guess, then I guess I can do it next time. But yes, everybody, this has been a season of 12 Colors, Message on the Paper Plane, and I'm really liking it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Did you guys like the audio on this one with the microphone up closer? I thought it would create a more intimate experience, you know? You could just be more close to the action, you know? As opposed to back here, you know, it just sounds more open and stuff like that. just wide instead of being up close, you know. Want to have very serious going on for this story, you know. Really get into the mood, the calmness of it all, you know. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really like it. It was really good. It was fun. I like reading a very chill game, you know. Very nice. I like it, and I will definitely be playing it again. I want to finish it most definitely, really soon. So everybody, that was Season of 12 Colors, Message on the Paper Plane. You guys enjoyed? Hope you guys enjoyed it, guys. I'll be playing it again next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please like below. And if there's any other games you want to play on top, comment down below as well. And if you guys enjoyed this and like some more, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bells. It'd be epically appreciative, guys. And as always, my name is Cherryboy. My goal is to make you guys smile. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye. See you. What's gonna happen next time? Who knows where our story could possibly go? Why are we Mr. Rabbit? How's our summer vacation thing gonna go with the waifu Jasmine? Who knows what could possibly happen next? Who knows what kind of calm story time we get? Will there be a more story? Will there be a deeper, darker undertone? What shall happen? Who knows what shall happen next time? But let's find out together on Season of 12 Colors. Message on the Paper Plane. Zipperman, by the way, everybody. Trying to go for Bruno voice. Anyway, bye guys. See you. That was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comment section down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And now, bye guys. See ya.